Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the Ask Jeff Show. We're up to episode number 43, and we have 3 brand new questions for you guys. As always, if you guys have questions for me for any future shows, just leave them in the comments section below, and I'll add them to next week's show. So our first question is, this person wants to know, what have you found to be the best way to reactivate old clients? So whenever somebody cancels, and we always add them to like an autoresponder for future follow-ups, and we usually set the first one for 30 days. And people cancel for whatever reason. Most hopefully, if you're doing everything else right, they're leaving satisfied, but maybe their schedule doesn't fit anymore. Maybe it's a financial thing, something like that, or they just want to take a break or whatever. So as long as they're leaving on good terms, then you have a good chance to reactivate them again in the past. One thing that we always do is when somebody quits, we send them an email with 2 questions. We want to ask them if there was anything that we did that they found unacceptable, so that way we can fix it and make provide a better service in the future. And what could we have done to make our service exceptional? That way you get a lot of good feedback from your clients on the way out as they cancel. But 30 days from when they cancel, we send out an autoresponder. So we'll put reactivate old clients. So 30 days out, they're just getting an autoresponder with subject line, hey, and it's really just showing them that you care, showing them that they're missed at boot camp. Just write it in your own voice. So don't get cookie cutter autoresponders from people that have follow-up stuff. So a lot of time it doesn't sound genuine. Just keep it really short to the point. Just say, hey, I was thinking about you. You've been missed at boot camp. Just want to see how you're doing. How's everything? How's your results coming along? What are you currently doing for your workout program? That's it. You're not asking them to come back in. You're just trying to get a response from them to start a dialogue going back and forth with them. So just sending out an email through that autoresponder 30 days, and then you can do that again. If they don't respond, then I would do it. I would wait about 2 months before I did it again. That way they kind of forget about that one. But you can do that at day 30 and day 90. And I probably wouldn't go much further than that. Maybe you could set it for 6 months. But at that point, I would just do a broadcast to all my past clients, just checking up with them or whatever. So 30 day, just put AR, autoresponder. And then the next thing is anytime that you do a challenge, whether it's a 6-week, whatever, 28 day, whatever you're running. I wouldn't do it every single month, but every couple of challenges, what you want to do is pre-sell it to your past members. So send out an email, maybe 2 or 3 emails saying, hey, we have our 6-week transformation challenge coming up, and we thought of you. You've been missed at boot camp. We'd love to see you back. And we wanted to offer you our 6-week transformation challenge. Normally it's $297. We wanted to give it to you half off at $150. And then, so you're giving them a discount and giving them a reason, to come back in. And you can also do a follow-up to this. So if they do respond, then you can say, hey, we'd love for you to stop in anytime and stop in anytime for a free workout and visit us. And then when they come in, you can follow up with offering their first month back at half off to try to incentivize them, to come in. But we've had a lot of good response with the challenges. Because for one, it's a short-term commitment, so it gives them opportunity to come back without a commitment for long-term. When you do send them the email inviting them back for a 12-month or whatever at half off their first month, even though it's half off their first month, they're still committing for a whole year and they might not be ready for that yet. So by sending them the pre-selling them on the challenge at a discount, it gives them a really good excuse to come back in. You also want, in this email, you want to build some scarcity, and you can say, hey, we're going to launch this to everybody else, next week, but I want to give you the opportunity to come back first, because we're only taking 20 new people into this challenge. So that way we know we have enough, time to give everybody the attention they need to be successful during the challenge or whatever. But that's what we found to be the best is, inviting them back in for a challenge or for a low barrier offer. The last thing is just on Facebook. You're still going to be friends with them on Facebook. So really, just being aware, having whoever your social media person is, being aware, whether it's your manager or whatever, and when they see past members, posting on Facebook, just be active with them and comment on their posts, like their posts. If they're signed up for a marathon, like, hey, that's awesome. I'm glad to see you're still, working out or working towards your goals. Congratulations. Just keep that connection going. Keep showing them that you are paying attention and that you do care, because that's what it comes down to. Is people want to do business with people that care about them, their friends, family, whatever. So you want to do whatever you can to show them that you care, and all of this stuff. So this is like through email. This is through email. This is through social media. You can also send text. You can do a phone call, and you can also do snail mail. And by sending them stuff in the mail, that's actually been pretty effective as well. A lot of times what we'll do is we'll send them stuff in the mail first, a letter like just letting them know that they're missed and inviting them in, and then we'll send them the email, and then we'll follow up with a phone call. So we're hitting them 3 different ways, from the snail mail, which there's actually a lot less competition in your mailbox these days than in your inbox. So we'll send them the letter, send them the email, and then call and text, trying to get them back in by doing, Bedros calls it the trifecta, hitting them from all 3 different angles. But this is what we found to be the best way to reactivate, old clients. So the second question this week is, what kind of memberships should I be offering? Should I offer month-to-month, 6-month, 12-month, 18, and 24 months? Or which ones should I or shouldn't I offer? So it's about memberships. So everybody's different when it comes to what they think that you should or shouldn't be offering. For me, I only like 2 options. Max. This is what I found to convert the best. And so if you're offering, we have a month-to-month option, a 6-month option, a 12-month option, an 18-month option, and a 24-month option, all different prices. They're gonna have no idea which one to pick, and when they don't know or they're confused, then they don't buy. So for me, 2 options is the best, and the way we have it set up, it's really only 1 option, which is a 12-month. So we only do month-to-month and 12-month membership. I find for most people, 18 or even 24 months is too long of a commitment. And to be honest, like in our kind of business, if they don't want to be there, I don't really want them there either. So a year is really enough to get that, real commitment out of them, have some predictable income. And if they quit after that year is up, it's, usually because, one, they're not getting the attention they want, the results they want, they don't feel any connection with the facility or the place or the people in there. So you have a whole year to get them to feel like family, to feel like your place is a second home. So a year for me is plenty, and then it rolls right into a month-to-month. 18 or 24 months is just way too long in my opinion. If you're doing like 2 times a week, 3 times a week, now you're talking about going from 4 or 5 options to like 10 different options, and they're really, really not going to buy. So we have 2 options, but all of ours are unlimited. So if you can do unlimited sessions, I highly recommend it. It's a huge value add, and you don't have to worry about keeping track of how many times they come in. The 2 options, we have month-to-month, and 12-month options. So you want to make sure when you're pricing these to where it makes sense only for the 12-month option. So for us, our month-to-month is $247 a month, and then our 12-month is $197, and they're saving $50 a month or $600 on the year savings. And they can cancel the 12-month anytime they want anyway. Just they have to switch it over to a month-to-month and pay the difference of the $50 for each month they remember to get out of it. So really the 12-month isn't a contract, we call it an agreement, and it's almost like a loyalty kind of discount, where if they make it the whole year, then they get the discount. If they don't make it the whole year and they change it to a month-to-month, and they just pay the difference. They're never going to pay more than $247 anyway. So, they don't have to worry about doing the month-to-month. They could do 1 month at $197, cancel, pay $50, and it equals $247. So then they're paying me the difference on the back end. The risk is still on me. I still have to wait, to get that $50. And this makes it a no-brainer for 99.9% of people to know that they should pick the 12 months. Some people still, they think there's some kind of, catch here, and they'll still go with a month-to-month, but most normal people will go with the 12-month option. And then it rolls into a month-to-month membership after the year is up. So you don't have to like call them back up and see if they want to renew for, they don't have to renew for another year. It just rolls right into a month-to-month membership at the 12-month rate. And so go with 2 options. And I prefer month-to-month and 12-month. You could go month-to-month and 18. I have some coaching clients that have some success with that. If you're not doing the selling, it might be a little harder for your salespeople to sell it. If they believe it's too long, it could be a little bit harder for them to sell an 18-month and then or like a 24-month as well. So that's my opinion on what kind of memberships, how many, and what kind you should be offering. And the last question for this week, this person, they say, I need to create systems for my business, but don't know where to start. So if you guys know me, I've been talking about systems for years, and whether you have systems or think you have systems or not, you do. They just might not be the best or the most efficient or done properly, but it's really, systems is just your process for how you do everything in your business. 3, 4, 5 years from now, you might be selling, different type of fitness where you might say you get a kettlebell certification, so you start offering kettlebell classes. Maybe you get into yoga, you start offering yoga. So whatever your workouts, whatever it is that you're selling can change. But as long as, so what makes your business valuable is the processes that drive your business and how you build your business without you instead of around you. And that's what makes your business valuable, is those systems and processes. So you need to, get them all documented and get them listed out in the right way. So it makes it, 1, easier for you to train people when you hire people. 2, keeps everybody on the same, on the same track. Whenever a system changes or a process changes, you have to document it, have to make the change, have a meeting, retrain everybody. Because a lot of times we'll find a more efficient way to do it, and it's in our head. And we tell one person, what the new way of doing it is, and we assume that everybody else knows the new process, but you only told the one person, and then everybody else is still doing it the old way, and then you get upset with them, and it's a big mess. So you have to have it, well documented, and that manual, that systems manual, has to be constantly, updated. So you just need a process, for everything in your business. So the best way to figure out what you need processes for is to get a notepad, or you can use a voice recorder, and everything that you do in your business, you want to document. So as you're pulling up to your facility, it's like, okay, I'm opening up my facility, I'm opening the back door, and then I'm turning on the lights, I'm opening the front door, turning on the computer, I'm setting the radio station to this channel, the volume is allowed to be between this and this. Now I'm writing the workout on the whiteboard, now I'm setting up each station. Whatever the process is, go through it step by step with the audio recorder, then just have somebody transcribe it and put it into a open and close checklist. So even the simple things like that. But you want to go through everything you do in your business for an entire month, because some things in your business you're going to do on a daily basis, some things you're going to do on a weekly basis, and some things you're going to do on a monthly basis. There's only maybe 1 or 2 things that are probably a yearly basis, but most, I would say 99% of things are done at least monthly. And that includes like cleaning, includes sales, marketing, all that good stuff. So start with as simple as open and close. Then you can have, your marketing systems, sales systems, operations, so it's how you hire people, how you fire people, how they get paid, all that good stuff. So you got marketing, sales, operations. You can have onboarding, and the list goes on. There's a lot of different things, and everybody's business is different. Everybody does it a little bit different. That's why it's important to get a list of every single activity that you do, especially if you're, right now, if it's just you and your business, this is the best time to do it, because you can set, you can just record everything that you do in your business, and then you can start figuring out, what things you like, don't like, and all that good stuff. Once you have this list created of everything that needs to get done, and you're gonna list it out, you're gonna do daily, weekly, and then monthly. So these are all tasks. Once you have them all listed out, you're going to categorize them here, and then you're also going to categorize them in you either like it or you don't. You're either good at it or not good at it, and then either it energizes you or it drains you. So you're going to put I like it, don't like it, I'm good at it, I'm not good at it, it energizes me or it drains me. And once you have everything categorized that way, you're going to focus on the things that you like, you're good at, and energize you. And then you're going to try to outsource or hire the rest. So once you're ready to hire people, you're going to figure out who you need to hire by going through this process. Things you like, you're good or energized, you're going to keep doing, and everything else you're going to try to outsource. If you can't afford to outsource everything else, then you can go through things that, well, you might not like it, but you might still be good at it, and it might drain you. Then you can still do that. You can kind of pick which ones you want to do and which ones you want to outsource. Like your marketing system, that's something that I believe most people should be outsourcing or hiring. They, as a trainer, unless you just love marketing, you should be, trying to be the best trainer that you can be. One of my mentors, one of my coaches, Ryan Dice, he went to his dentist in Austin, and it was a new dentist. For some reason, he had to switch dentists or whatever. And when he went, he was in there, he got his teeth cleaned or whatever with the assistant, and the actual dentist came in. He was like, "Hey, I know you from the internet, aren't you Ryan Dice?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh man, I love your stuff. I've really been digging into your marketing material. I'm getting really good at marketing. I'm really loving it." And he was like, "Oh, that's great." But in his head, he was thinking like, that's the last thing I want to hear my dentist saying, is that he's spending all his time learning marketing and not learning how to be a better dentist. He's getting ready to remove a tooth or whatever it is that he's doing. He wants him to be the best at that. And that's what unless you just love marketing, that's one of the things that I would outsource, sooner than later. So you can really get back to doing what you love, what energizes you, which is working with people, coaching, getting people results, changing people's lives. So create those lists, and then start hiring out for the other tasks and other positions that you don't want to do. Start grouping the other tasks into a job. So you can be like, the first position probably like an assistant, or if you don't want to do the training, then a trainer, or it could be a salesperson, or it could be an in-house marketing person. But I started with an assistant. So then I took all the tasks that my assistant needed to do daily and created a daily activity checklist for my assistant. And that way, every day that she was signing off on all the things that she needed to do every single day. And then we had a weekly one, and then a monthly one. And so that way, that turned into her job description. It turned into her systems for those tasks. If there's specific steps that she needed to take, all that was all mapped out. And then when you have a trainer, open and close checklist, it could go through like how to program the workouts, how to interact with the clients during the workouts. All that needs to be documented in those manuals. And if you already have employees and you don't have this, and the employees are really good, you have a really good trainer, you have a really good admin, you can have them create the manual. Bezos calls it like the alien abduction manual. In case they get abducted by aliens, you have that manual to hand to the next person when you hire them, so that way they have a starting point and know exactly what to do. So you can actually have the employees, if you already have them, create these manuals, and you can just modify it or go through it with them. But that's basically it. Like I said, everybody has systems in your business, whether you know it or not. Just create the processes and dial it in and constantly update it as you change them, as you make them better. That's what's going to make your business the most valuable. That's what's going to make your business sellable, because you're going to be able to build it, around you or without you instead of around you. And that's where all the value in your business comes from, because if you have to do all the work, you have to be in there, your business really isn't worth that much. You pretty much just have a job that you have to run the business side of as well. So get those systems and processes dialed in place, and you're going to have so much more time. You're going to have a better lifestyle, more free time, whether that is to put toward a second location or to spend with your family, friends, or doing whatever it is that you love to do. And that is it for this week, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.